Hey, okay, everybody, here we go. It's me. I'm laughing. You know when I start off laughing, we're gonna have a good time. We're always gonna have a good time. Wow. Okay, so let me just get my head on straight. Post market wrap up Thursday, September 12th, 2024. Let's just start off with the basics. You're watching commodities today. Did you see silver today? Epic, beautiful run. Gold, crude. It's obviously the disintegration here of the dollar. Watching what's happening here in the debt market. I mean, every freaking thing that you and I have been talking about. It's happening right now. You got you got another rally today in the stock market. Nothing major. Tech, of course, doing the best, as we all know what's about to happen here. Unbelievable. I mean, people. I can't. Let me explain this to you. I can't almost get my head around this. It's too big what we're seeing with regard to the dollar, with regard to the debt market, what the market is anticipating, what it's seeing already here, what the Fed is in here doing. Thank you, Mitch. It's just, I mean, like nothing we've ever seen before. And of course, the propaganda, the lies, the distractions, the all of it. It's just out there and it's crazy. Now, with that said, okay, all of you probably know what I'm about to talk about here, and you're laughing. I know you're laughing. I know I can hear you laughing. Believe me, I do. So we got the. I can't handle it. I can't freaking handle it. I really can't. Um, I'm talking about this PPI. All right. So this is a headline I want you to see. Of course, here we go. Wholesale inflation eases again. Oh, ahead of the Fed, it's going down. It's easing. It's a beautiful thing. All right. This is obviously, I didn't want to print up 50 of these, but this is the same thing. You're going to see Fox Business, CNBC. It's great. The producer prices are coming down. What that means is, you're gonna start paying less for everything because it's just that's just the way it's gonna work. But let's back up a moment here. What does the actual report say from the Bureau of Labor Statistics? Okay, I'm gonna wait till you see what I'm gonna show you in a moment. This isn't even it yet. Okay, so wholesale inflation eases again. Well, again, today this is what this is supposedly based off of. Producer Price Index News Release Summary. On an unadjusted basis, the index for final demand increased 1.7% for the 12 months. Okay, so wait a minute. Wait, you mean this is not true? No, it's not true. Imagine, look, this is what I'm talking about. It's too much. It really is. When are people going to stand up and hold people accountable? Now I want to show you something. This is really what I want you to see. This is incredible. Now this is this is anyone can look at this, the BLS website. This here, I'm hiding it. First. This is right off of the Fed's own website, and this is a chart going back to the mid 80s, the mid 1980s, with regard to producer prices. Let me see if you look. Oh, you mean it's ripping higher? Where's the relief? Oh, you mean somewhere up here is what they're talking about here? Actually, if you look very closely, you'll see. This is a flag. For those of you who know charts, do you see what I see here? What does that flag tell you? Okay, technical analysts out here, I know there's a whole bunch of you. You see that flag there? You know exactly what it says. This is going to get a lot worse moving forward, no doubt about it. But again, look, how did they get away with this? So this is the report. It's going up. This is what they're telling you. They'll never show you that. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, people. It's so in your face. The lies, the distractions, the look here, the don't look there, the propaganda. It's mind-blowing to me. But again, this is exactly what we expected. Well, I really hope those of you, maybe you've been there before. Some of you have been with me for a very, very long time, for over a decade. Go back, look at the videos from the end of last year. Everything here that we're seeing, we said what exactly. That is a bull flag. Oh, I love this stuff. You guys rock. Thank you, God, for these people. Okay, so this is something else. I can't. I really just can't handle this stuff. I'm gonna have a breakdown. Oh. Okay, so PIMCO, one of the largest bond investing firms or investment firms in the on the planet Earth, they want you to know something, and they're just telling you now. You see, because they have no choice. How about this? Fed interest rates could spell more weakness for the dollar. Duh. I may have to eat this. Make it up. Make it up. You can't make it up. You and me already know it's about to happen. It's going to be so monumental, so absolutely epic. What central banks have in store for us is, well, it's clear. It's as clear can be to me and you as well. Let me just say something else here, just real quick. And it's a very, very interesting dynamics. Let me explain this to you. The market does not care about you at all. It doesn't care about anyone. You want to be on the right side of this from every angle, obviously. Right now I'm referring to the stock market. It does not care about you. It doesn't care about how hard your life may be, that the fact that you can't make ends meet. It doesn't care about inflation. It doesn't care about a free fall economy. It doesn't care about pet eating Haitians. Nothing. It cares about one thing, and that is easy money, more easy money, currency devaluation, and suppressed rates. That's all. You understand? Now, with that said, we have a little bit of a dilemma here. And I've been trying to enlighten people who have ears to not just hear, but to listen, okay, and eyes to see things. You're not allowed to see that. Jeffrey, thank you. The market is like a demented child, and that's because it overreacts to things, as you all know that. But we take advantage of it. This is a brilliant statement here, Jeffrey. Thank you. I want people to know that, maybe if you're new here. What we are taking advantage of is a market that really doesn't care about anything except easy money, number one. But the market is driven by two factors. You know what these two factors are: fear and greed. Fear is stronger. The market always overreacts to things. And that's where we step in. When it smells fear, oh man, you guys, this is Kevin. Kevin, you're awesome too, man. Everyone knows this. When there's fear in the market, when there's blood in the water, that's when you're supposed to strike. Now, I have told everyone, all right, my lions out here, nobody, and I mean nobody, I don't care, has your back more than I do, okay? Because I'm in this, I got my own skin in the game. You all know what I'm doing, period, the freaking end, all right? Anyway, with that said, we're waiting. We're holding fire. We got 6 days. 6 days. We will strike in 6 days. I've been doing a lot of thinking. If we're going to wait till the next day, we're going to strike. Because look, you cannot, no one can. Let me explain this to you ahead of what's about to happen with the FOMC meeting and the Fed about to cut rates here. No, whatever they do, 50 basis points, 25, I really don't care. What we're going to see is a series here. Methodical, deliberate. They want to keep the frog boiling. You understand? The frog's dead, but they want to keep the dead frog boiling. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And again, as we all just discussed, the market don't care about nothing at all, least of all pet eating Asians. But like, I'm just making a joke here. Some people just can't handle these things they throw out here, with the whole thing. Yes, I made a joke about what when Trump had said, "Oh, Kamala's black." I didn't know she was black. When did she turn black? And I've been using that as a goof. A goof. People lighten up. I've been cursed out. People have left this. Greg, I'm unsubscribed. He did say that, okay? But I'm just goofing, man. Take a joke once in a while, you people. Lighten up. I never seen a bunch of bigger crybabies in the history of my life. And they blame, liberals or whatever, these titles that they put on people. But they're the biggest babies of them all, the MAGA crowd. They can't handle it. I'm just joking when I say these things. But he did say that. I'm joking about the freaking Haitian thing and everything. People can't take it. They just can't do it. I don't know, man. Look, I like to have fun. If fun is too much for all of you, just go away, man. You know what I'm saying. But look, what I was saying was, here's the dilemma that we have. Understanding that the market don't give a damn about nothing except easy money. I mean, look, things that used to matter here. Look, I'm old enough and I've been doing this long enough to remember a time, and some of you probably remember a time when things like fundamental factors mattered. They don't matter anymore. It's all about easy money, forward guidance, PE ratios, all that stuff is just garbage. Ignore it all, really, honestly. It's turned into a freak show, more so than even in a casino. I mean, it's just we all understand that casinos are rigged against everyone. The market is rigged too. But if you have even this one, not even one, maybe a half, a quarter of a functioning brain cell, even just maybe a mitochondria, I don't know, floating around the nucleus or whatever. It's too simple, and that's something we have talked about. But here's the dilemma. I'm finally going to get to it. The dilemma we have here with regard to the financial system. You can say anything you want about anything else because the market don't care, the financial system don't care at all. What we have, clown one, clown two. You don't like that? That hurt your feelings? I don't know what to tell you. That's who they are to me. Jason, thank you. Lions. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, I'm going drag racing later, by the way. I'm going to at least try. Anyway, let's talk about what's happening here. So as we have discussed here again, the dilemma we have is both of these two clowns. Clowns. This is the best we have to offer, really? We're dead. We're dead in the water, and I mean dead in the water. Obviously, they don't run a damn thing. They're figureheads just to keep people divided, split up, angry, hating each other. That's all that is. This is the central banks running the show. But the dilemma is that we have these two clowns both promising the same thing with regard to promising lower rates, which of course means a weaker currency, which is going to be very nice for the stock market. Now, a lot of you have written to me and want me to address, let's talk about this, man. People are addressing things with me right now with regard to Trump's plan to cut corporate rates, and Kamala actually wants to keep it higher or even raise it up more than it is now. How is that going to affect our investments? It almost seems like a no-brainer here that Trump's plan to lower corporate taxes and corporate rates here would make them more profitable. And those profits would be seen by those of us, including Greg Mannarino, who is in this market. It just seems logical. Doesn't that seem logical to you? If we lower corporate taxes, that's more than likely a positive. Okay. If we make it easier for these institutions to transact, of course, the 1% and 2%ers are going to love that. Of course, the big CEOs, the fat cats at these corporations, they love it too. It's all about the corporate agenda. So it seems like a no-brainer to me, really, that Trump's plan with regard to the market is better. But again, greed. I don't care what Gordon Gekko said. Greed is not good. Okay, because again, this has to come from somewhere else. Again, this is not a system that's infinitely divisible. Some people will suffer on the back of this, no doubt about it. The corporate agenda, I don't like the corporate agenda. I wish we had a time where we can go back to where we had the mom and pop shops, where the small businesses really would do better here. But we can't have that. And I don't care what Kamala is trying to sell you. Kamala is trying to sell us, okay? I'm an equal opportunity, pounder. I'm going to pound on every one of them. Mitch, thank you. And Magnus, thank you too. And I'm not amazing at you guys, and girls are amazing here. What she's doing with $50,000 to start a business. It sounds good on paper, first of all. Will it happen? We'll see. But the fact of the matter is, if we're getting what they're both promising us, which is, again, low rates and a weaker currency, all this is going to do is fulfill the corporate agenda. No matter how they want to slice the corporate tax rate. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? All it's going to do in either scenario is make the corporation stronger at the expense of what could be U.S. small businesses here or small businesses around the world. This is a worldwide problem. This is what I am saying making sense to you, okay? So just to summarize, in my opinion, Trump's plan is better for the corporations, obviously, duh. If they don't have to pay less in taxes, okay, they're going to be more profitable and everyone's going to be better off, right? No, not really. Not everyone. Those of us in the market, sure. But it doesn't matter either way. The corporate agenda is being fulfilled. And on the back of the promises of low rates, on the promise of currency devaluation. That's what this is all about. What we're seeing right now it has nothing to do with the economy. They can sit there and blab back and forth about, well, my plan is this, and I have a plan for this, and maybe I have a plan for that. It's in my head. Maybe it's going to come out. Whatever it might be. Okay, it's just all nonsense and garbage and just untruths on an unimaginable scale. No finger pointing at the Fed. Nobody even raised a question about skyrocketing debt, the situations we're in, and how lowering rates and weakening the dollar would affect the consumer. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Oh my goodness, really? Is this what we have to offer, man? The people of the world are laughing at us. They're laughing at us. But anyway, look, man, what this tells me here is you and I, exactly, Queen. I love that because that's exactly right. You see that? You see what she wrote right here? If you can see that, that's dead on, man. That is dead on. Screw them, everything them. We don't need them. F them. It's too much. We're being destroyed, led to the slaughter, and some people just don't get it. They really, really don't. Just let me bring this up. I wasn't going to say it, but I will anyway, because that's the kind of guy that I am. So, X here. A lot of people beat the living hell out of me. Hell, interesting, with the Baphomet suit and Elon Musk with his upside down cross that he had on his picture on Twitter, X, or whatever you want to call it, for like a year. Just a costume, though. You know that, right? Because that's what people want to believe. Of course, it's not. He's actually telling you something here. How many of you know this? So what's happened now is X has become like the mecca for truth. The mecca for truth, man in the Baphomet suit, upside down cross. Oh, absolutely. It's got to be the mecca of truth. Now, how did this come about? Let's talk about that. You see, people they don't know, man. So we understand January 2021, Trump got banned from Twitter. And then October 2022, Musk finished his takeover of Twitter. Month later, he started tossing the idea around of letting Trump back in. You know how Trump got back in? Don't take Greg Mannarino's word for this. Maybe you'll do the little research yourself. It's really not that hard to do. Musk ran a poll. He ran a poll and Trump won that poll to be reinstated by about 51%. 51%. That's why now X is the mecca of truth. It's the mecca of truth. I get all my news from Twitter X because it's just the greatest place to be. Make it up, man. Make any of this stuff up. Anyway, man. Yes. You know what? We'll talk about that. People, again, I have been saying that this is going to be more than likely a sell the news moment come 6 days from. That's why I'm holding fire. And if I am wrong, what do we lose? What do me and you, my lions, lose out here? Nothing. We're still long the market. If you're putting powder away, you're putting some ammunition away to strike again at this market in the face of what's about to happen here. I almost didn't finish my thought before, and you're probably wondering what I was going to say. I'm going to finish in a second. We know what we're going to do. I get sidetracked once in a while, but here we go. So now the dilemma of the market is very, very simple. The dilemma of the market is, since we have both clowns calling for basically the same thing, it really doesn't matter to the market who gets chosen to sit behind the Resolute desk. It don't matter. Again, with regard to Trump's plan, sure, corporations will do better. There's just no doubt. As compared to what I know of Kamala's plan, I just know that she's not really into making it easier for them to make profit. Okay, Trump thinks that's a good thing, and it is going to be good for some. Who owns most of the market? I mean, is it really the regular guy and the regular girl who owns the market for the aggregate? You really believe that? No. Of course, it's the 1% and 2%ers. The vast majority of the market is owned by the 1% and 2%ers. The rest of us, we just, living off their, riding on their coattails, right, John? You know what I'm talking about. So fulfilling the corporate agenda, it's going to happen no matter what. Corporate tax cuts, whatever it might be, making it easier for the corporation to make profit. That's kind of Trump's plan. With regard to Harris, even to a lesser degree, it's her plan too. We know that. It's always the same story. Look, wealth always gets pushed up. It doesn't come down. You want to see proof of that? How about the PPI? There you go. This is all the way back to 1980. Make any of this stuff up. You can't do it, man. And that's what I'm trying to say is when you look at these things in their true light, it's too simple. It's too easy. Why do I do that? I don't know, man. I gotta hyperinflate sometimes my own lungs. Anyway, look, so do you guys and girls, before we go, I'm gonna go racing later. I don't know how many of you live near Bradenton Motorsports Park. I want to put a couple of passes on my Copo. I made a few changes. I'm going to play with the two-step and the suspension. I want to see if I can get this thing to boogie a little bit more. But the atmospheric conditions are terrible here. The humidity is off the charts. The density altitude is like 3,000. It's like 90 freaking degrees. I'm going to be dying. I will be soaked in the fire suit in the car. You got to, when your car runs over a certain speed and ET, there are a lot of safety precautions, gloves. You got to wear a fire suit here, in a neck restraint, and obviously the whole harness and everything else. Man, you're dying in there. By the time I finish the run, I'm in the car, I'm sitting in the staging lanes, all right, and that's a process. And then when I go into the burnout box and stuff, the windows are up. When I'm in the staging lanes, the windows are down. When I turn into the burnout box, windows are up. And so it just gets so hot in there, you just can't even believe it. By the time I finish the run, in about 8.5 seconds, man, I tell you, I'm drenched. The first thing I do, as I'm going through the traps, okay, like 160 miles an hour, the Copo's got electric windows. Bam! I hit the windows. I freaking fling off my helmet. Taking everything off. I'm like stripping down in the race car. That's crazy, man. It's just but I love it, man. I really do. Love it. Get a cooling system. Yeah, it'll cool down here kind of soon. I don't like racing at night, but it gets nicer at night. Tonight there'll be the gates open I think at 5. I'll probably be there like 5:30, 5:45. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, no. I may strip down to my underwear though. We'll see. So I am no one writes Greg is going streaking. You remember that? What was that song? They call him the street. He likes to show off his physique. People, you guys and girls want to cover anything before we get out of here? Honestly, I think we covered so much here. We covered the Mecca of Truth run by Baphomet, with how Trump got in by a 51% vote. We covered all this garbage. This doesn't surprise anyone. I mean, but let me ask you a question. Honestly, why is it that you tell me there's no accountability? That's why they can say wholesale inflation eases again. Well, not according to the report itself. And then, of course, could you imagine? Let's just say for a second, if anybody, CNBC, Bloomberg, Fox Business, pick one, would show you what the PPI looks going back to like 1985. It's unbelievable, man. Jonathan, you are 100% right. But it's everywhere, man. People are in denial. I understand that. It's fear. People who are afraid. Then the fear is a paralyzing entity. It is a paralyzing entity. And that's how they prey on you, make you afraid of anything. Even if it's, I'm just gonna make a joke here, so don't anyone freak out or have a meltdown. Okay, Trump comes out and addresses this pet eating Haitians. Oh wow, I'm now afraid of pet eating Haitians. All right, that fear will now not just affect the pet eating Haitians. It's gonna pervade everything else too, and you become paralyzed. Janya, thank you. I appreciate that. Fear is it's the oldest trick in the book. You have to look at when someone says something. Look at the face. Look at how they're saying it, the body posture, for example. Where they're looking. You got to pay attention to all this stuff. And look, yes, I am going to go back to the clown show, and they're both clowns here. Trump like this the whole time. Didn't even look at the camera once. At you, we the people. Look down. Okay. What is that? That's the message. Honestly, okay. He's not looking at you, we the people. He's talking to the commentator. We should be talking to you. And then the face. The eyes, and then Kamala with the squinty eyes and all that stuff too. You got to pay attention to that stuff too. When they were interacting with each other, it's very interesting. Watch the debate again. Watch when they put the pictures side by side, and you see when one makes a comment, look at the reaction on the other person's face. How they're what happens to the body posture? Do they, as an example, I used to play poker. All right, I used to play a lot of poker. And I was pretty good at it. And it wasn't really because it's not about the cards. You're really looking at the people at your table. Like for example, let's say you're playing No Limit Texas Hold'em. This is for everything in life. All right. And whether you have a good hand or not, you want to know what the guy across from you has. Okay. You place a bet. And you watch what he does. Does he or she kind of back off? If he or she makes that kind of a move, okay, let's say, again, No Limit Texas Hold'em. You're in here. You make that move. You place your bet. Now the guy comes or girl acts. You place that bet. Now don't watch yourself put the bet down. You understand? As you're moving your cash, your bet, watch the player. What do? If they do this, that's a sign they're backing off. There's fear here. You understand? They don't like it. They're backing away. Does that make sense to you? Look, this is too simple. I read book after book after book after book on how to read people, how they suck you in. And if you just look at a person's body posture, the faces, the gestures, you can learn. It's a hidden language. It's a hidden language. So for you guys that play and girls that play Texas Hold'em, it's a pretty cool thing, man. Just these little gestures, where people are looking, what are their eyes doing? How are they placing their hands? Where are they holding the cards? And it's in anything in life. It really, really is in anything in life. When people tend to lie or they're not telling you the truth, they don't want to look at you. Okay, that's another thing. They look down. They tend to do this. Their chin's in. Okay, this goes poker too. Bluffing, all that stuff like that. Watch the body posture. All right. When someone is not being truthful to you, right off the bat, you can be able to tell. And this is going to help you in business. And this is going to help you in pretty much every other endeavor in the world. When someone tells you the truth, they're looking at you. Their chin is generally up. This is the body posture. This is kind of like how I'm looking at you right now. Right. Someone's lying to you. Is not being truthful. Believe me, it weighs on people themselves. They don't know it. So their body responds to that. So you're interacting with a person. That person does kind of like this, and then all of a sudden they're not looking at you. They're looking someplace else. That's a clear sign of deception. You understand? And this isn't anything. Look at politicians. Watch how they react to this stuff. It's so obvious. It's so evident that if you understand what you're looking at, just pick up one book on this body posture, how to read people. If you're in sales, for example, or in any business, for example, pick up a book on how to understand people, how to read people, because what they say with their mouths is not, and you can just, again, look at the body posture, the face, the expression, the chin. The chin is huge, all right? Again, this is truth, lie. Truth, and this isn't written in stone, okay? Because you got to put it together with a whole bunch of others in the body posture. Are they shrinking into themselves? A person that's telling you the truth is going to be very outward, very like this to you. A person that is lying to you is going to withdraw into themselves because they don't want you to know they're lying or deceiving you. So they withdraw into themselves. This is too easy, this stuff, people. Really, honestly, I hope look, I really believe that this blog goes beyond the markets. Okay. We're very spiritual people here, no matter what God you may worship or pray to, what color your skin is, whatever it might be. This is we're all here together for a reason here. And I think, and I would like to believe that I touch on things that go beyond the markets. Every Friday, love each other, care about each other, be charitable. Yeah, but but again, take this to a new level. All right, start paying attention. I always say people see things, but are they really perceiving it? So the next debate, for example, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. You want to know when a particular candidate is lying to you, was lying during the debate. It was a clown show, as you know. But watch the body posture. You can't. It's a very difficult thing to conceal the body posture, the smirking, the chin thing. It's the withdrawal, the moving back, stuff like the not looking. It's you'll see it right in front of your face. And anyway, you know what I'm talking about? Look, people, I really believe that. Oh man, um, it's hot in here. I got a fan on. I don't know if you can tell. You see the little shadow. It's not on high enough. It's hot in here. All right, look, I'm going to get going, people. I love all of you. I really hope that you take more than these markets away. I'm not a greedy bastard. Okay. I donate probably more money to charity than people make in a year. I believe in paying it forward. I think it's important to pay it forward, to believe in each other. Okay. That's what it's all about. Anyway, look, but I love the markets because it's a game. It's a game. It's just like watching chess pieces move around and what's your enemy doing? What's your next move here? What are they doing over there? And that's why I'm in here. Plus, I really feel, and I believe this with every fiber of being who I am in my soul, that we're being destroyed. This is being weaponized against us. If we don't take action here to at least turn the tables, we're done. We're absolutely freaking done here. I'm sweating. I am sweating. All right, man. That's it. So if you can make it, don't be afraid to come over. I'd love to talk to you guys and girls. If you over at Bradenton later, like I said, I'll be there for a couple hours. You'll see me. I want to if I can make 3 passes, 4, play around the car. Then I won't be there too long. But if you can make it there, that'd be cool. See ya. Be nice. I love interacting with all of you. As long as all we do is don't talk about this market. All right. I don't want to talk about the market. You already know everything I'm going to say here, and I share this freely with all of you. That's it, man. I think we're gonna get going here. I am your brother, man. Olives, I am your brother. We're all brothers and sisters here. We're brethren. We're sistering to each other. Honestly, people, come on, man. I always tell you, you don't know what you have here. This resource is huge. People here from all over the world that want to interact because we're on the same page. We can argue. If you go back, I posted this little cute picture of Coco in this cute little position. I was laughing. Coco earlier today. He assumed this little strange position. I think it's called downward dog. And he stayed there for like 5 minutes. He wasn't moving. Just his eyes were moving around. And I'm laughing. I'm going, what are you doing? He's sitting there. So I snapped a picture of it and I put it up on everywhere, basically, on my Substack. And then people were going off about, I'm just joking around about the whole Haitian dog eating, cat eating thing. And people, the whole X thing, how it's the mecca of truth, although Trump only got in there by a vote of 51%. It's not a truth mecca. I don't trust Elon Musk. I'm sorry. And you're entitled to your opinion. You may think this guy is on the side of angels, him in his Baphomet suit and his upside down cross. Me personally, I can't, no. Not one fiber of my being, not one hair on my head, trust that guy. I'm sorry. Okay. You're entitled to believe in something like that. You think that's okay. Good for you. All right. It's not for me. Sorry. I don't trust X. I post on X because people think it's the gospel truth. Of course, it's the great everything there. If people don't like my stuff, you don't believe what I'm saying, you don't need to belong here. You don't need to be here. Okay. But I just don't trust Elon Musk. I don't trust the guy at all. 0. Not even one hair on my head trust the guy. How's that? Not even one. Anyway, that's it, man. I am so out of here. People love you all from my heart. Please share the video. Thank you for these thumbs up. Look at this. We got 821, almost 2,000 people here. I really wish we could get more people here for the live stream, man. I do this for you guys and girls and myself. I love being here. I want to interact with all of you. I really do. And I wish we had more people here. So, if you have a social media outlet at all, even X, share it out there. Let's get more people. Let's use this whenever we can to let people understand what's happening, why things are happening to them. And look at today. We went over body language. And I think, at least I hope, that the things I said, I mean, just the chin, the cowering, the looking, all this stuff, it's just too easy stuff to read what people are saying. Forget what's coming out of their mouths. It's very simple for people to lie, but it's very difficult for them to prevent their body from reacting to what they're saying. It's involuntary in many ways. All right, that's it. Love you all. Please, people, thank you for being here. Thank you for your love and your support. You and me, will meet again in the morning. Maybe I'll see some of you later at Bradenton. Hopefully, that'll be nice. And that's it. So until we meet again, what am I going to say? Take care of yourselves and, of course, each other.